and being taken out of harm's way where they may otherwise have waited too long. They're showing me the light coming down like soft rain to calm the fires, to help. They can't, it's not appropriate in the timing of everything for them to stop quite yet, but it's lessening how much damage will occur. Wherever people are thinking about people, loved ones, or just general populations, there's light going there, and it's going into the hearts of the people so that they can ease their suffering, and in some cases stop their suffering. Thank you.
So you know what Master Shunya just said? I was realizing, now you understand why Master Sha says, you keep your mind on your Mingmen. Because you put your mind on your Mingmen, this is your Tao gate. This is where you're connecting to the Tao. The Tao has pure Shen Qi Jing. So then so then what we're doing is making a bigger and bigger field of pure Shen Qi Jing. So if all of us keep our mind on our Mingmen point, then very quickly we can purify our environment, ourselves, our environment, our communities. Yeah. And then the other thing that Master Shunya said that is again very much aligned with Master Sha's teaching is that you chant all the time. Because what you chant is what you become, but what you become is what everything else around you becomes. And then when you think about, for instance, your parents, maybe they're living in Florida, or they're in Hawaii, or they're, someplace, or Mexico, whatever. Then when you think of them, what goes to them is love, peace, and harmony. Did I explain that?
You did. Can I share something about that?
Yes, please.
So I just wanted to say, for those who joined us this weekend, I asked if whoever felt moved to do so would chant for our friends in Key West. They are just fine. Everything was fine, even though the hurricane was headed straight at them. And we've heard from Master Geho, and Master Geho's condo is fine.
No damage.
Big damage to the one to the right, and big damage to the one to the left. But her condo is fine.
It's all about the field. So this is why it's important. It's important that everybody have a Love, Peace, Harmony CD playing in your house 24/7. You create a field. It's not just when I come in, I turn it on. No, you need the field. Because the longer you play Love, Peace, and Harmony, the stronger the field is. I walk into my house now, it's what is it? It's a little bit over a year because I was in Hawaii, I came back, I came into my house and I said, what happened? And so I realized because I wasn't there anymore, because I was in Hawaii, the frequency was changing. So I started to put in the little, those little, there's not that big, these little boombox things. They're only like
the little box.
They're like 8 inches or something, these little boxes, and just put the CD in there and it just plays 24/7. And so I have, I think, 4 of those in my house. And so the frequency is very clean again, very pure. You need to do the same thing. All of your spaces, you must have a Love, Peace, Harmony CD playing. You create a field. You do this with the Love, Peace, Harmony CD. Secondly, you do this with a calligraphy. So if you do not have an original calligraphy, these are original calligraphies. Master Sha's calligraphies, I can tell you, it's very difficult to get a Master Sha calligraphy now. But you can get the calligraphies from the Master Master Tao calligraphy teachers, excuse me. And Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson are also grandmasters. So when you receive a calligraphy from them, the frequency is quite high. So you can get one of their calligraphies, but in case that's not a possibility, you get the books. Every one of Master Sha's books, starting with the Soul Healing Miracles books, has at least one calligraphy. And I can tell you, you put one book very discreetly. I'm not saying open the book in the middle of the room and, put candles and just put the book very discreetly. People, it's amazing. I've walked into people's homes, I go, I can feel it. And then I go, where is it? Where is it? Because I can feel the frequency. So very discreetly, you create a field. If each one of us does this in our homes and in our offices, we are literally creating a Dao Chang, a field around, like in this case, it would be around the Bay Area. We need to do this. We need to create these powerful fields, because then when Mother Earth is shaking, it means that we have a higher probability that we can be spared some of that pain and suffering. So let us continue. We have about 30 minutes, and then we're going to go to our Love, Peace, Harmony World Family Meeting, which means we'll go off of social media. So let's continue to chant and invite all souls, all universes. Please join us in chanting. You do your own shulian, their own purification. They do their own practice and service, because we're all serving. We're not chanting for ourselves. We're chanting for all souls, all universes. So that's also another thing to keep in mind, is that when you chant Love, Peace, and Harmony, you chant for all souls. Do not chant for yourself. It's the impact is greater if you chant for all souls. So I'll start us off. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li.
I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
Mahal kong puso't kaluluwa, mahal kong sangkatauhan, pagsama puso't kaluluwa, pag-ibig, kapayapaan, harmonia, pag-ibig, kapayapaan, harmonia.
E aloha mai ia'u, e aloha kako apau, e pilima pu'uvai kako, and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
In Hindi again. मुझे प्रेम मेरा दिल और आत्मा से, मुझे प्रेम सारी मानवता से, जो दो दिल और आत्मा साथ, प्रेम शांति और एकता, प्रेम शांति और एकता.
So really sing from your soul. Remember, from your heart. I think we talked about this last time. We want every soul to feel our love. It's not so much that we want them to hear us, physically hear us. We want them to feel our love. And the Hawaiian version is one where you can really do that. You can really feel it. I don't know what it is about that. Master Shunya?
It's the language of aloha.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. You can really feel it in your heart.
Aloha mai ia'u, aloha kako apau, e pilima pu'uvai kako, aloha maluhia lokali, aloha maluhia lokali.
Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li. Lula, lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula. Lula, li, lula.
I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
Oh, I worship
Oh, I stand and reign. One ling roll, a musician. Shanghai, I'm her shade. Shanghai, I'm her shade.
In German. Ich liebe mein Herz und meine Seele. Ich liebe die ganze Menschheit. Vereinet Herz und Seelen. Liebe, Frieden und Harmonie. Liebe, Frieden und Harmonie.
E aloha mai ia'u, e aloha kako apau, e pili mai pu'uvai kako, aloha maluhia lokahi, aloha maluhia lokahi.
Lula, lula, li. Lula, li, lula, lula, li, lula. Mandarin?
我爱我心和你，我爱全人类，万里荣和睦世上，相爱的爱和谐。相爱的爱和谐。
I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
In French, j'ai mon charisme, mon âme. J'aime toute humanité. Joignons nos cœurs et nos âmes ensemble. Amour, paix et harmonie. Amour, paix et harmonie.
Hey, aloha mai ia'u. Hey, aloha kako apau. Hey, pilima pu'uvai kako. Aloha maluhia lokali. Aloha maluhia lokali. I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
In Spanish, amo mi corazón y mi alma. Amo a toda la humanidad. Unamos los corazones y almas. Amor, paz y armonía. Amor, paz y armonía.
It's a good thing we're going to end in Hawaiian.
Hey aloha mai ia'u. Hey aloha katoa pau. Hey pilima pu'uai kako. Aloha maluhia lokahi. Aloha maluhia lokahi.
How? So I want to do something with you that I want to give you a practice to do. I want to give you an experience of how to do a love, peace, harmony meditation. So I ask you, all of you that are doing the special task, to put everything down. Yeah. Everything has yin and yang. In your day, you have to find time for quiet. It cannot all be just yang activity. It cannot just be constant activity. You have to find time for quiet. When you are quiet, many things can change inside of you. You are able to connect with very high frequencies. So I want to help you. This is, I want to offer this to you. It's a task. All the divine channels have been asked to do this, but it's so simple. Everybody can do this. So I'm sharing it with people as a love, peace, harmony meditation because this is really what it is. So when I give you the signal, you just play the, what's it called? The instrumental. Okay? Just you don't have the CD, the second track? Yeah, the second track is instrumental. So, okay. So everybody put all the papers down and all the special. So we'll do short forgiveness. You got it? Oh, you're ready. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's okay. Just hold on until we do the forgiveness. Forgiveness practice is very simple. It takes 30 seconds. Everybody needs to learn to do this every day. So it takes literally, you can memorize the 4 or 5 lines so quickly. Close your eyes, hands in front of your lower abdomen. Visualize, put your mind inside your body. This is mind power. When we sit with our feet flat on the ground, our back straight, we put our hands in front of our lower abdomen. We are creating a powerful field in our lower abdomen. It's all about the field of energy, okay? The frequency and vibration of the field of energy. This has not changed since I met Master Sha, almost 17 years ago now. Just a few weeks, it'll be 17 years. So put your hands down here. Put your mind inside your lower abdomen. You visualize golden light. Golden light is the first frequency of healing. So, dear Divine, you repeat, dear Divine, dear Tao, dear Source, my name is Alba Jimena Gaviño, Alba Jimena Gaviño, Alba Jimena Gaviño. Please forgive me. Please forgive my ancestors. Please forgive my descendants. For all the mistakes we have made. In this and all lifetimes. For all the pain and suffering we caused others. Through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Please forgive us. To all souls that we have hurt and harmed, please forgive us. To all souls who have hurt us, who have hurt our ancestors, who have hurt our descendants, we forgive you unconditionally. You do not owe us anything. Let us join our hearts and souls together to create a world of love, peace, and harmony. You just visualize golden light inside your mind. If you need to chant, you chant silently. Love, peace, and harmony. If images, whatever comes up, just let it go. Bring your mind back to the golden light in your lower abdomen. And now we do the instrumental, yeah? And we're going to do this literally for 7 minutes. Okay, so the other one we do have, right? The one that has the lyrics? Okay, so we just listen to that one then. Yeah, that might be easier. Let's just do that. Everybody still focus on your lower abdomen. If you can focus on your Ming Men, try. You may not be able to hold it, but you just try. You just keep coming back. And just relax. Your breath will naturally come down to your lower abdomen. Louder, please. powerful? Very powerful, right? You do this every day. 15 minutes you meditate, quiet. You know, all of the other practices we do are more young. But you do this, you have to have some quiet practice. So I want to thank everyone who has joined us for the Love, Peace, Harmony chanting. We've been chanting this evening for World Love, Peace, and Harmony. And this is part of the Love, Peace, Harmony movement, which is a global movement that was started December 10th of 2010, I think. And it was in December of 2010 in New Delhi, in India. The goal of the Love, Peace, Harmony movement is to gather 1.5 billion people to chant the Divine Soul Song of Love, Peace, and Harmony for 15 minutes every day. When we do this, when we can gather 1.5 billion people, we have what we would call the critical mass. We would be at that tipping point where we would have enough people to literally then move into a different phase where we can, in fact, move towards creating love, peace, and harmony. So we invite everybody to become an ambassador of Love, Peace, and Harmony by visiting lovepeaceharmony.org. And it's very simple. You just sign up. And then you can start your own Love, Peace, Harmony gathering. You can meet anywhere. You can meet in your house. You can meet at the library. You can meet at the park. You can meet at the beach. You can meet anywhere. There are many places where if you do this without a fee, they open their doors to let you do this. Your only intention is to gather people, to join hearts and souls together, to chant for world love, peace, and harmony. This is it. This is our only task through the Love, Peace, Harmony movement. You can download the full MP3, the full Master Sha. I created a CD. You can download the entire CD as a gift. He has gifted the copyrights to humanity. You can download the MP3 also at lovepeaceharmony.org. You can download the lyrics in 43 languages, I was told, so that you can learn to chant in different languages. But the goal is not learn the languages. The goal is to connect heart to heart, soul to soul. So I want to thank Master Hui-Ling for joining us this evening, for bringing her beautiful heart and soul and lending her heart and her voice to this movement. Thank you, Master Henderson. Thank you, Master Shunya. They hold a Love, Peace, Harmony chant for Love, Peace, chant for World Love, Peace, and Harmony every Tuesday from 6 to 7:30 in person here at Master Sha Tao Healing Center. And you can join us also on Facebook, Facebook Live. You can go to Master Sha Tao Healing Center, and the video will be playing there. So thank you all for joining us. The center here has many classes and many programs that it offers. So that one of the programs that it's offering is this weekend. They are offering an Open Spiritual Channels, Voice of the Universe. And then in 2 weeks on the 29th, so this is the flyer for the Open Spiritual Channels. This is open to everyone, new people and existing students.
We've had a number of new people jump into that one.
Yeah, beautiful. And then Tao Science, The Wisdom of Oneness. So Dr. Ru Lin has written 2 books. One is Soul, Mind, Body Science, and the other is Tao Science. Soul, Mind, Body Medicine, Soul, Mind, Body System, Soul, Mind, Body Science System, and Tao Science. So she's going to be sharing a little bit of what's going to be released in the book Tao Science when that book is published in the spring of 2018. So we invite you to join her. She's a very dynamic speaker, and she is, of course, what's amazing about her is she's taking some very complex subjects and she makes it very accessible to you and I, so that someone like me can actually understand quantum entanglement and be able to see how it applies in any moment. So those are some of the major programs that are coming up. We invite you to join the Facebook page or join the center. You can call the center 415-971-7373 if you are interested in knowing more about their programs. So we thank you all for joining us. Master Shunya, want to say anything before we close?
Love you, love you, love you.
Love you, love you, love you. So we're saying goodbye to our Facebook friends. We're taking 5 minutes for our Love, Peace, Harmony World Family friends, and then we'll be back. Bye, everybody on Facebook. We'll see you see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony.
Welcome back, everybody. I am just so delighted that we're having Master Hui-Ling as our special guest this week. It has been such a delight to have her here for the Pure Land workshop. How many of you were in that workshop? Was it an amazing experience? For me too. So we're okay. And now we have sound. Okay. The unit is attached. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone on the webcast. We love you. We're glad that you're here with us. So, for those who have not met Master Hui-Ling Lin yet, she grew up in Taiwan. She studied at the PhD level at the University of British Columbia. She studied interdisciplinary studies, including filmmaking, gender and other bias and cultural differences, transnational issues, including immigration issues. And she taught those topics, both transnational Chinese film, and she was a professor for gender studies at the University of British Columbia. She met Master Sha, who very short time after meeting Master Sha, she brought her parents to receive blessings from Master Sha. And Master Hui-Ling says that Master Sha saved both her father and her mother's life through his blessings. She then was so moved that she accepted a position and traveling with Master Sha's media team to do editing for Master Sha's presentation. So almost everything you've seen on YouTube, there's a good chance that 1 out of 2 or 1 out of 3 videos that you've seen, Master Hui-Ling has had her touch in making sure that the finished product was beautiful. And it's a lot to give up a post at a university and go travel around the world to follow a teacher and just do service. And she did it with a very open heart, which I think speaks to what we can learn from Master Hui-Ling about unconditional universal service. And most of all, what we can learn from Master Hui-Ling is what it's like to have an open, beautiful heart. So please welcome back Master Hui-Ling Lin. Welcome, Master Hui-Ling. 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 Love you, 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 Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Hui-Ling.
Really, really love love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Dao Temple. Really, really love you, Dao Temple. Really, really love you, Dao Temple. Really love you, Dao Temple. Really love you, Dao Temple. The Dao Chang. Really, really love you, Dao Chang. Really, really love you, Dao Chang. Really, really love you, Dao Chang. Really love you, Dao Chang. Really love you, Dao Chang. All the master teachers. Really, really love you, master teachers. Really, really love you, all master teachers. Really, really love you, all master teachers. Really love you, all master teachers. Really love you, all master teacher. The master teacher in training. Really love you, all master teachers in training. Really, really love you, all master teachers in training. Really, really love you, all master teacher in training. Really love you, all master teachers in training. Really love you, all master teachers in training. The volunteers. Really, really love you, all volunteers. Really, really love you, all volunteers. Really, really love you, all volunteers. Really love you, all volunteers. Really love you, all volunteers. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. Okay, please sit down. Thank you so much. It's so wonderful to see so many of you are back. And there are some new friends that I didn't get to meet this weekend. So welcome and thank you so much. How is everybody feeling at this moment? Great. Yes, that almost 1.5 hours of chanting Lapis Harmony and offering unconditional universal service. That feeling is really awesome, right? Do you want to feel even more awesome? Yes. So how do we do that? Chant more. Yes. Okay. Chant more. Trace more. What else? Receive blessing. Yes. There's also one thing very important. Remember we talk about how important our heart is. Remember on the weekends we talk about how, yes, the purities and how we, doesn't matter what we're doing, whether we're chanting, whether we are offering the special service, or whether we are tracing or where we are even just thinking, having a good thought, a kind thought. It's important that it comes from our heart. Otherwise, we can chant like the CD player. And you know, sometimes some people, they chant, maybe they can improve their, or they have not discovered their musical talent yet. So, but because they chant from their heart, you feel so touched. Because remember, we are hearing from our heart, the ear from our heart, not from this physical ear. So the purity of the heart is absolutely key for our service. And the more that we offer unconditional universal service from our heart, sometimes it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be something big. If you spend 5 minutes, you just sit down and you go into the condition and you chant from your heart. You chant from the Buddha heart. Even 5 minutes, you just think about someone that you know this person really needs love, compassion, and light. You simply just connect to that person's soul and you chant for that person. That itself is service. And as you serve others, you feel great, right? And it's, again, so wonderful when we come together to join as one. So our ultimate goal is to join as one giant big heart, to sing and to chant, to serve together. That's why coming to the center, to this Tao temple, is so special. Maybe some of you remember I shared last weekend, when we walk in here, there are not just us sitting here. There are so many souls, and there are holy beings, are always us. And do you notice that when you come here to chant, you feel that you're more in the conditions? Because we are connected to this very sacred divine frequency and vibration from the heart of the Buddha and the Bodhisattva. But we all have the opportunity to develop that kind of Buddha heart because it is already within us. But because all kinds of the Shenqi blockages is preventing us to first recognize it's in us and to see that we have that heart and to act, to serve from that place. Okay? So I know it's kind of a long day, so would you like some blessings? So, it's so important to develop the quality of compassion. Why? Remember Master Sha teaching? Compassion boosts energy, stamina, vitality, immunity. Because we live in a world that is full of pollutions, the outside pollution, air pollutions, water pollutions, even sound pollutions. You notice there's a lot of noise from the traffic and even from machine and from people. And so when you're going to a forest or by the ocean, then you feel calm. You feel more energized because those are also blockages that can drain us. And we absolutely need the compassion because not just for our physical body, because many times that we want to serve but we're tired. So in order to really use our physical life to support our soul journey, we had to first take very good care of ourselves. We had to cultivate deeper compassion for ourselves. This means finding a balance in our life and doing the spiritual practice because it brings so much light into our body. It not only nourishes our Shen Qi Jing, the physical body, but it also create almost like a light wall of protections. As we were chanting the Love Peace Harmony, that I saw all of us as like a column of light. So this is an important protection for us. But more importantly, we all need the stamina, the vitality, immunity for our spiritual journey. And so Master Sha has given us many simple ways that we can do it. So we can chant and we can trace. And let me just first offer a Guanyin mantra, the compassion mantra blessings for all of you here. I'm so happy and so grateful that you're here. You are making the soul of this Dao temple very happy. Because the soul of the Dao temple here and the soul of the Dao Chang here, their only desire to serve us, to give us love, give us forgiveness, give us compassion, give us light. They're here. They're open their heart for us. We just need to walk in. So when we're actually here, they are so happy. And what happened when a very high-level saints or a Buddha, happy Buddha, you'll see the happy Buddha, that when they're so happy, we come in, we feel so happy too, right? We feel so, this sense of love and healings. Okay, so we're so blessed that Master Henderson is also going to join and offer us a blessing, the Tao dance, as I chant. So everybody close your eyes, sit up straight, and remember I'm always checking your penguin feet. So your heel touching flat on the floor, okay? And you can even try to really spread your toe. Okay, I used to be also a Kundalini yoga teacher. I found actually really it's very helpful to enhance the practice. It really tries to spread your toe so you feel that really grounded. Okay, a lot of time we walk like this, our toe are not even really touch the ground. You can try actually, especially when you stand up. If you do that, you spread your toe, you right away feel much grounded. Okay, that is actually called mountain pose. So you're actually as solid, as grounded as a mountain. Okay, so sit up straight and try to spread your toe, or like fractal, like really spread them. And then relax. And bring your chest up and open, and relax your face, relax your shoulders. Okay, and bring your shoulder, like pull your shoulder back and down. Okay, it's like you visualize almost like your shoulder blade is touching. Okay, you feel that openness from your heart, so that we can be open to receive whatever the blessing that heaven wants to give to us. Okay, close your eyes, focus on your Mingmen point, and bring the tip of your tongue to touch the roof of your mouth. Just take a moment to connect to your own heart and soul, to connect to your Tao point, the Mingmen, the Tao gate. And we ask beloved Lin Hui Sheng Shi, the Guanyin mantra, and beloved Amitofo, Dashi Zhi Pusa, to offer us a proper blessing to develop deeper compassions and to open our heart and soul further and further to receive and to serve with a Buddha heart like their heart. Qian shou qian yan, da zi da bei, zhou ku zhou nan, guang da圆满，观世音菩萨，灵慧善士， 前往今往，阿弥陀佛。牵手牵眼，大慈大悲，救苦救难，广大圆满，观世音菩萨，灵慧善士，前往今往，阿弥陀佛。他雷图他雷图雷妈妈阿哟，乌内迦那乌斯汀呼噜梭他雷图他雷图雷妈妈阿哟，乌内迦那乌斯汀呼噜梭哈。Inhale deeply. Inhale a little bit more. Inhale a little bit more. And then slowly exhale and relax. Just sit for some quiet moment. Just notice how you're feeling. So inhale deeply one more time, all the way into our Mingmen point. And feel this expansion inside. Then we're going to slowly exhale from our heart. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. can move your body a little bit. So, what was the experience? Thank you, Master Henderson. So that beautiful. Yes.
It was so magnificent. It was so magnificent. It was like it was touching every cell in my body. It was a beautiful outside and beautiful inside. Thank you so much, Master Hui-Ling, coming to us, visit us. We hope to see you more often here. Thank you.
I would love to come see you
It was just
more.
absolutely amazing.
Who else would like to
Heaven
share?
decide.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you.
I feel a very deep sense of peace and just overall oneness. So, deep gratitude. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. When our heart is open and we truly, not just open to others, but open to ourselves, we start to connect to that Buddha heart inside. And the reason why it's so powerful, because we're the center. We are. What happened with the blessing is it opened up that that gate, and it transformed those blockages, those roadblocks. So not only we start to connect heart to heart, soul to soul, to our own soul, but to one another, but also with countless saints here. That's why it feels so amazing. That was only probably a 5 minutes blessings, but it feels like there's no time and no space. And would you like to have that kind of quality, to be able to touch people's heart and soul? Yes, we all want to. And there's nothing really special about me, because again, it's the blessings, it's the transmissions that the Master Sha has offered to us that allow me to release more and more of those blockages so that I can connect more to my heart and to my souls and to more, to open and expand my heart and soul further. And what I really always experience is this spaciousness inside, that I can let love in. I can let love in. And I know we have a short time, and I was going to share my stories how I learned the Da Bei Zhou, but actually haven't. Actually, Jesus told me to share stories. And, I grew up really more a semi-Buddhist. I had never gone to church. And I didn't really know who Jesus is. Of course, I heard about it, but I don't know, the love, the compassion, forgiveness, and much more of Jesus. And then I went to Canada to do my PhD. And during that time, I started to really felt something was missing in my life. So I finally got to a point that, because before I was so stressed out, I didn't know that nobody started a PhD from actually doing a master's degree in North America, an English-speaking country. I just thought, well, I really want to do it. And then I started my PhD without actually doing a master's degree in an English-speaking country. So the first year was really very challenges. And of course, I also experienced a lot of, now we don't really use this word, women of colors at the time. And I was in the department that I was only like one of the two. And so it was challenging many different levels. Hence, I was focused on all of those areas: gender, sexuality, class, and race and ethnicity, all of that. But but heaven was always very kind to me. So even though it was challenges, but there is always help. So in 2 years, I managed to finish my comprehensive exam. And I ended up also did not apply a teaching job, and become the first woman of colors in my department offered a teaching job to teach feminist film theories and the transnational Chinese cinema. It was really fun. And then, anyway, long story short, because finally I reached a point that everything started to settle. Because before I was too stressed out to notice there's a big hole inside me. So once that is settled, I realized something really is missing. So I always had very special connection with Mother Earth, with animals, and I was very blessed. The university was built the reserve, like in Canada we call the First Nations. So it's like the Native Americans here. And I really felt very deeply connected to the land. And during that first 2 years, it was very painful. With the discrimination, with the stress, and reading like 2,000 pages of English and all that, and work and everything. But every time I go to just go for a walk in the forest, I feel this tremendous healings, like the land really have some magical. So I end up connect to the native elders. So I started this complete journey. I was journey with ayahuascas and native plants, and I to support friends Sundance. So I ended up was going all that, and then I become a Kundalini yoga teacher. So I was doing energy healings, and I always loved doing the massage work, but I never really do it as a career. I love it. When you touch people, it's such an honor. Like especially when your channel is open, you're able to see who their soul. So sometimes people come. Eventually, I did start doing some of the healing session. I blending the massage and the energy work and together. And I didn't know about third eyes and all that until I started ayahuasca journeys. And so I would start to see the people's, their light and their soul. Even though I'm old and I'm overweight or I'm too skinny. But it doesn't matter what it is. I see this magnificent being in front of me. And I always feel it was such an honor to be able to be in their presence. And their trust to allow me to touch them. It was so precious. So during those process, I was doing a lot of meditation because I need to be a clean and a much purer channel for the people that come to me. And I start to have Jesus come to me, which was very bizarre. And one time, because I grew up more like connect to Guanyin, and I just I don't know why Jesus come to me, but okay. And Jesus actually come with Guanyin and Guru Ramdas, which is the Sikh guru, whose special virtue is healing and unconditional universal service. That sounds like our teachers. Anyway, the first time they came to me, actually the first time Jesus came to me and he said, I saw that he was being crucified, and there was someone kneeling down in front of me. And so basically it was Jesus and someone kneeling down in front of me, and I was behind that person. And it was a very strange experience. I just looked at Jesus and I started to cry because I felt his pain, but not from being crucified, but from his compassionate heart for what we had done, the karma that we had created. He wasn't feeling the pain for himself, but for us. So I started to cry, and I started to apologize to him. I don't even know why. I started in my vision, I started to apologize to him. And I said, I'm so sorry we did this to you. please forgive us. And then I just keep repeating that. I don't even know why. And then suddenly Jesus kind of raised up his head, and there was a very powerful moment, in the vision. I make eye contact with Jesus. And he looked at me and he said, "My child," it still makes me feel emotional even when I talk about this. This is about 10 years ago. And he said, "My child, when you heal yourself, when you heal others, that you are healing me." And it was so profound. I didn't really understand what he's talking about, but it was so profound. He said, when you heal yourself, when you heal others, then you are healing me. And then later, I thought this wasn't just about Jesus, but also you can apply this teaching to Mother Earth. Right? When we heal ourselves, when we heal others, we're healing the Mother Earth. And this is why it's so important for us to chant the Love Peace Harmony, to chant sacred mantra, because we are bringing healing to ourselves, but we are also chanting for others. Remember, there is no separation between practice and service. Master Sha gave us such a profound secret. As we practice, we're also doing service. Our service is also our practice. So that has a huge impact on me. And then, but still, my blockage is preventing me from continuing to learn more about Jesus. Then about a year later, in one of my ayahuasca journey, Jesus came again, and there's again with Guanyin and Guru Ramdas, and I was showing a lot of different places. This was when I was still doing my PhD. There was a lot of different countries, and then I asked Jesus, I said, what does this mean? Why am I showing all this? And he said to me, I just want you to know that when you're ready, this is going to be our gift to you. I had no idea I was prepared to travel with Master Sha all around the world. I was like, okay, sounds nice. I thought I would go travel around the world to make films about, the ancient healings, about the elders, the grandmothers and grandfathers, the healing stories. But it wasn't that. It was something even more profound, which I'm forever grateful. Then Jesus said to me, I want you to know that we have been waiting for you to open the door. So I said, okay, and I will open the door. Jesus said and said again, we have been waiting for you to open the door. So again, I was like, okay, I will open the door. So I thought, this is a very profound meditation visions. And then I remember again that first message. But still my karma is blocking me from really knowing what is the message. So 2 years later, I started a training as an energy medicine practitioner. And one time during the practicum, suddenly Jesus, Guanyin, Guru Ramdas again, they came to me, and then again Jesus said to me, I want you to know I am always with you in your heart. I want you to know I am always with you in your heart. And I was very, very moved. I felt his love, because by then I had already 2 years of start my journey. So then I was like, okay, this is such a beautiful vision. Thank you, Jesus. But still, I didn't get it. Then I went for a walk, and suddenly I have this deja vu. It's like, hold on a second, I have this vision before. 3 of them came to me. And then suddenly I realized the whole thing. Maybe there's still deeper meaning, I didn't get it. But at that time I thought, oh my God, when Jesus was telling me, we have been waiting for you to open the door, I am thinking in my ego that I am here, and Jesus, Guru Ramdas and Guanyin, they're in front of me. Okay, I will open my heart to let them in. When the in 2 years, that vision came, and he said, I want you to know we have always been with you in your heart. Then I realized that the one that is outside my heart is actually me. It took me 2 years to get that. That they've been waiting for me to open my heart to let myself in. You know, I was, now because I shared the story a few times that I can control my tears. You can imagine the time, the love that I feel from them. The kind of, the divine patience. Never once they said, oh my God, she's so blind. Like she's so deaf. When is she going to get it? She's suffering so much. She tried so hard. During all this ceremony and vomitings, you know, those that knows about ayahuasca ceremony, you know, the intense purifications that you go, you had this bucket, you purge, that's what they call. And, you know, those experiences are so intense physically. But I did not realize all that was for me to get that. So this is why it's so important for us to open our heart and soul, especially to open our heart. Because our heart houses our soul and our mind. So we, on this journey, because everything now is so intensified, we really need to be creative and find the most effective way to practice. So, of course, we always want to heal the soul first. But our heart houses our soul and our mind. So when we purify, when we heal our heart, when we open our heart, we'll also open our soul, open our mind. Okay, so we are going to offer a very special blessings for all of you. How many of you witnessed the last Friday evening when Master Shunya received that very special, the Buddha's heart, the collective blessings? Is that amazing? And Master Shunya, as the central leader, he is the heart of this temple, right? So and he is already a very high level, very pure spiritual being. But when he connects even more with his Buddha heart, and the Buddha, you know, the Buddha who has layers, when he even connect higher, you really feel the difference of the center, because he is the heart of this Tao temple, and also Master Robert. And now we have a Master Himana. So why do we want to have a Buddha heart? Why? To serve, because the Buddha heart is the purest heart. Also, Buddha heart carries the Buddha's love. We want to touch people with that level of love, with that level of compassion. You see, for me, when those experiences come to me, it really shaken my soul and opened my heart. That how blessed I am to receive that kind of teachings and visions, that it inspired me that I want to do the same for someone that I met. I want to share the story. I had no idea, no connection, or I might think I didn't have connection with Jesus. I didn't realize that there has been very long and deep connection. It just, there were things that I did to Jesus that it was so painful that I did not want to remember it. My soul tried to close and repress those memories. And guess who came to me, always teach me about forgive myself? Jesus. You know, in between that 2 years, every time I go to ayahuasca ceremony, there's always one person is meeting with Jesus about forgiveness. he kept telling me, you had to forgive yourself, and I had no idea what he was talking about. Later, it all come together. All those pieces all come together. And of course, there are so many other stories that I would love to share, but that would be another workshop next time I come back. But this is why we need to connect to this Buddha heart so that we can offer the Buddha's love, the Buddha's compassion. You all feel touched when you hear that Guanyin mantra, because we are being touched by Guanyin Buddha, the compassion Buddha's compassions. And so all of that was preparing me to meet Master Sha. Otherwise, my heart wouldn't be able to open enough to recognize who Master Sha is. So let us first invite Master Shunya to come up to share with us his experience. And then we will choose some demos. And so we will, then before we offer it, please, Master Shunya, thank you so much.
Were you touched by me too. So, thank you so much for... Okay, now can we hear me? Okay, beautiful. So, thank you so much for the blessing of the Buddha heart. For me, I know I have a huge connection to the Buddhist realms. There's a movie, which was it? Maybe it was 7 Years in Tibet. But it was one right around that time. Little Buddha, 7 Years in Tibet, and Kundun all came out about the same time. So I was in Boulder, and I went to a movie theater, and we saw this movie. And there's the monastery in Lhasa called the Potola. It's a huge monastery on the side, temple on the side of a mountain. As soon as that came on the screen, I just started crying and crying and crying. I have such a heart connection there. I mean, I already knew that I was well connected, but that was just like what drove it home. Like, okay, I've been there, I know. And to me, the ultimate has always been to have a Buddha heart. Because it's interesting because you talked about it in terms of service, which is absolutely true. And I know for myself that I'm only happy when I have to feel like my life has some purpose. If I'm not contributing to others, I'm not happy. There's a lot of jobs in this world I can do, but if I don't feel like it makes a difference, I don't want to do them. I'm not interested. And jobs that I could have made a lot more money than the things that I chose to do. But in addition to serving others, having a Buddha heart means you get to be peaceful. Having a Buddha heart means you're not troubled by all the things that the world throws at you. So when people are mean to you, if you have a Buddha heart, it just gets absorbed in love and transformed. When people don't understand you and shut you out, if you have a Buddha heart, the only response you have is love. When people block your way or treat you with anger or even violence, if you have a Buddha heart, the only response you have is love. You are never shaken. One of my favorite Buddhist stories, there's a warlord who was going through, back in the days when, these small armies would go from town to town and ravage the town. So there's a warlord who comes through and he's just going town to town, burning everything down. And he goes to this one town and he burns everything down, and the warriors are doing all kinds of unspeakable things and just horrible, horrible, horrible. And he comes into the temple, and there's a monk sitting in the temple deep in meditation. And the warlord stands over him with his sword. And he says, "Open your eyes." And the monk, he says, "You stupid monk. Don't you know that I could chop off your head without even blinking an eye?" And the monk looks at him and he says, "Interesting. You might find it interesting to know that I could let you without blinking mine." And the warlord became his disciple. Now that is what I aspire to. I am not there yet. Master Sha, I think, is there. I think Master Sha would look up and say, "Fine. You take." He does it every time that he offers blessings on stage. He says, "Fine, dark side wants to take my life. Fine, dark side can take it. I have a job to do here. I'm going to offer this blessing. Heaven, you decide. You want me to go? I go. You want me to stay? I stay." That's the kind of love he has. I have some small part of that. But the more I can do to develop a Buddha heart, I am so grateful. Because I don't like when I get thrown out. I don't like when I feel bad because something happened and I can't respond the way I know my heart and soul wants to. Desperately. In fact, I would say that's the root of my suffering. If I had to say what's the deepest karmic suffering for me, that's it. That I can't be who I know it's possible to be in any given moment, that I'm not that. So to receive the Buddha heart for me was such a gift. And what I've noticed, it's just been, 2 days. But what happens is every time that something's coming up that would be a hook for me, like just those things that just grab you in the gut and you're like, okay, I'm going to react. Now in my mind, I'm tracing the Foshin. And I just have that, go back to that blessing. And I'm like, okay, Buddha heart, take me. Transform me. Just let me be in a Buddha heart. Let me have a Buddha heart in this situation. And, one of my friends, he saw me in one of these situations and he said, "I'm very proud of you." He said, I saw you went like this. You went. It's just. So for me, it's an incredible blessing to receive. It's helping me be more of who I want to be in the world. And it's given me another frequency and vibration of what Master Sha wants for all of us. So that's my experience receiving a blessing that, up till 2 days ago, I didn't even know existed. So, thank you.
What a beautiful story of sharing. Master Shunya is an excellent teacher and a great storyteller, right? Yes, I was very inspired by that story. When we have a Buddha heart, it doesn't matter, the question is no longer to be or not to be. When you have a Buddha heart, you just simply be. There's no that yin and yang, that you already arise above that. It's not about going one or the other, that there's infinite possibility to respond to a situation or to relate to a person. There's no just one way or another. That's why it's so much fun to connect to a Buddha heart. You get to experience all kinds of creativities. And the soul is a very creative light. So this will also help us to be more aligned with who we are. Just there's so many layers of what is waiting for us to unfold and to discover. So let us do demos. Yeah, because we have heard about it and we have witnessed it, but more importantly, let us experience it. So this is going to be done, and for those of you who were not here last Friday, Master Henderson wrote this very beautiful Foxing Buddha heart. We both are Master Tao Calligraphy, Master teacher, Master practitioner, and we are Tao Calligraphy teacher. So when he writes, it carries that level. But even we both are also the Tao Calligraphy grandmaster practitioner. But even we're not turning out, but it's already part of our Shen Qi Jing. So it's very, very powerful, and you all had witnessed who he is and the purity of his soul, more soul last weekends. So the calligraphy has his Shen Qi Jing. So whoever get this calligraphy is very blessed. He also had a stamp here. This is a special Kai Guang stamp that Master Sha said it actually increased a lot more of the healing powers. Okay, so what this blessing is that we were traced together for how long? 1 minute.
Yes, one of these two people.
Yeah, so
And today
what trace for you?
I signed and actually stamped it, so the energy and frequency is actually higher with Master Sha's blessed stamped.
yeah, if I
approved
remember
stamp.
right, it's 30 times.
Yeah, increase the frequency 30
The healing
times.
powers.
Once we stamp it.
Yeah.
That's why every calligraphy that is signed, you
Stamp.
will see has a
Yeah.
stamp. Yeah. Wonderful.
So maybe we do numbers, so it'll take too much time to get through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Numbers.
And also be sure you do
Yes, we will
online,
choose
yeah,
one.
we the online we already know who we're going to choose.
All right. For in the house, I will invite Master Hui-Ling to think of a number from 1 to 50. And then you don't tell us. Because the last time they asked me, I blurted it out immediately.
You have such a pure heart.
Okay.
All right. Then we invite everyone to think of a number between 1 to 50, and you say it, and then whoever's closest to the number that she already thought of will be the demo. All right. We start with Catherine. 45. 17. Oh, 17. Right?
Yeah.
17. 24. 35.
49.
49.
18.
18.
I said 17. So, yes.
Go one up or down. 12. Beautiful.
13.
13.
37.
37.
I was thinking 37.
3.
21.
21. 14. 6. 22. 32. 33. 7. 38. 44. 16. Melissa. 25. 28. 20. Master Shimi? Wonderful. What is our number? Drum roll.
22.
22. Who got
At first
22?
I thought you would get it. It's a 24.
21.
It's 21.
Ryla,
Yeah.
come on up, Ryla.
Yeah. How about we choose two? 22 and 24.
Oh, 22 and 24.
Yes, let's
she's
choose.
very, very generous. Let's pull up your chair. I'll pull up this chair. We'll have two. And for online, we invited a special guest to be online today. 这个就给 online.
Okay, online. So,
Donna, if you're on the line, please. We have a 20. Oh, we have a 23?
Did you? What was your number, Candy?
okay.
Never mind.
Donna, if you're on the line, please answer back and type. Have a seat. Donna Fenius, if you're on the line, please reply back immediately. Yes, I know. Yes.
So we put down.
So for the people up front, relax to receive. Put your feet flat on the floor. Relax your shoulders. And for all those in the room, truly just follow along. Feel the splash. And allow the frequency to flow over. So we invite the soul of Donna Fenius. Has she replied? I know she's online. You're the soul of Donna Fenius. Please come. Sit.
Yeah, remember Master Yamada talked about the quantum entanglement?
Yes.
So even though you're not sitting in the front, you're still tangled. Okay, so yeah, so going to condition, the more in that condition you are, the more you receive it, okay? So close your eyes. Let's prepare ourselves to receive it. Yeah? Relax. Relax. Okay.
To Ryla Adler. Your name? Full name?
Jonathan.
And Donna Fenius. Wonderful. And we trace next. Foshin Dao calligraphy. Foshin. 1 minute. Can we have a timer?
To open the heart and soul,
Open the heart and soul.
to serve and to love.
Wonderful. Candy's on it.
And I will chant. Okay?
We'll wait for Candy. Are you ready, Candy? Thank you, Candy.
Foshin, 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 Foshin. How?
How?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay, I figured. As I haven't said already 1 minute. I said, okay, let's add a little bit. Demos are special, and also because you're all here, so you receive more. So thank you so much. Thank you, Dao Calligraphy, for Shanks, and thank you, Master Shas. We're so extremely grateful to have the honor to offer this blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Countess bow down.
I'd like to invite people in the room and those of you who are on the webcast, type out your experience.
Yeah, move a little bit. What was the experience?
As you said, the entanglement, I really, really felt like my whole body start vibrating and just start going with the blessing. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Even one word is beautiful.
I was just, the whole yin and yang experience of the two of you offering the blessing was just so beautiful. And I just feel so blessed to be here and to have you both come and serve in the divine. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Master Sha.
They're supposed to be the one receiving, but I feel and I did not see anything for both of them, but I definitely experienced something. I will not say no, but something huge happened to me. Yes, thank you. Thank you so very much. It feels very hot, vibrating. It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Yes.
This is such a special calligraphy. When it came out the other day, it was like a hot branding iron. You know how it just bright with bright light. And then when we were tracing it, it was if the Buddha or the whole was tracing through us. It was in this fluid flow. And tonight, this blessing is so exquisite of the two of you in your dance together. It's so deeply healing and at the same time so refined and so sweet, unlike left kind of in this almost grasping. I don't mean it's just like reaching for the stillness that is falling from it.
Thank you, beautiful.
Cecilia?
The message that I get is that the blessing of the Buddha heart, it reminds us from where we came, that we have that pure Buddha's heart, and that blessing just just cleansing and retrieving the real Buddha's heart that we have in each and every one of us. So the blessing remove all the Jingjushin blockages in our heart so that we can realize who we truly are and that we have that Buddha heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Candy, would you like to share one or two words?
I'm so sorry to the Buddhas. The Buddhas is from another realm. There is far, far, far beyond, and there is only particles of light. Buddha is not what we see that has a physical form, but it's like stars, particles. And the blessing, I think, it opened the other realm to connect to us. And we have that connection now from the blessing. Thank you.
Arlene, one word, one sentence.
I felt this energy going into my heart. Yes. Oh, did you hear me? Yes.
Try it again.
I felt this wonderful energy going into my heart.
Wonderful.
Felt-
Thank you, Arlene.
Thank you.
Melissa and then Pamela.
Ed would like to share.
And we'll get the mic up there.
I just felt a lot of quietness, a lot of stillness. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Pamela?
I was connected with the stillness. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the blessing, Master Sha. Amitofu. It's a beautiful feeling to be immersed in a peaceful field with light. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm amazed at heaven's generosity, honestly. It's just huge. I feel very loved, I feel very blessed, and just very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed.
This is an amazing calligraphy. When I first got the big book, this is one of the earliest calligraphies I traced. And afterwards, I got a message from Buddha that says, this is such a profound purification. And this is for all of those who are purifying to become a member of the Guanyin lineage, trace this calligraphy. This will greatly assist the purification of your own heart and help you become a lineage member. And also, after this weekend, I realized that this is the connection, or one of the connections, to the Pure Land. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you so
So
much.
from online, I will read. Linnea, thank you, Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson. The flashlight blessing brought forward in rapid bursts many areas of blockages coming forward. I went into forgiveness practice deeply, deeply grateful. The frequency and vibration is so high, so fine, going so deep. Countless bow downs. Donna Fenya shared, thank you, Master Sha, Master Henderson, and Master Hui-Ling for the beautiful Buddha calligraphy blessing. My experience was very physical. As I closed my eyes, I could hear Master Hui-Ling's chanting, and I felt very strong pain move out of my heart, down into my arms and out my hands, releasing layers of blockages. I also felt the pain move out of my abdomen down into the earth through my feet. The blessings have removed many Shen Qi Jing blockages in my physical heart, and I could feel the blessing of the Buddha heart in my heart. I am very grateful to have been selected for this Buddha heart. Thank you. Countless bow downs.
Thank you, Donna. We are so grateful to your service last weekend. We love you.
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Yes.
I'm happy to share.
You have a mic, Master Shin?
I do?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
I'm so glad. Just what I saw was so beautiful. There were just dozens and dozens.
Turn on.
There were dozens. Are we good? Okay. There were dozens and dozens of the most beautiful, gorgeous, serene Buddhas in all different kinds of colors, of robes, and very, very ceremonial clothing. And they were just bathing you with flowers. They were just giving you so much virtue, so much blessings. And it was everything that your heart needs. So everybody's heart is a little different, and they were just, oh, okay, I think they could use a little bit of this. I think Jonathan could use a little bit of this. I think Donna could use a little bit of this. I think Ryla could use a little bit of this. And it was just so loving and so tender and so gentle and beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Charlie is so happy. I see Charlie so happy.
Presence has actually been. I kept looking because I kept looking, thinking I'm just not seeing, just not physically seeing, but she must be here. I'm going to do a reading for you. Yeah, what happened for you? So tell me your full name so I can connect the Akashic record. How? So I'm going to start with third eye images because, for me, I don't see the images until I go to do the readings. So both Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson, they have their own Heavens team. And they, it's not Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson tracing. It's Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson's Heavens team that was tracing for you. So that's important for you to know, because then that means that the calligraphy is very powerful, but their Heavens team is very powerful. Yeah. So that was who was tracing for you, for both of you. Yeah. The other thing is that both of them, Master Henderson, when Master Henderson is doing movement, it is about creating yin-yang, bringing yin-yang into a relative state of balance. That's why many of you feel so good when he is moving, because he's not only bringing yin-yang balance into the space here, it's in your, but he's also, there are moments like when he's tracing this, where he's actually connecting with Mother Earth and bringing some level of balance at the Mother Earth level. That's what happened for him after the blessing from Dasha Jirpusa this past weekend. Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to share those and then I'll give you the reading. How? So for you, this is the source. How? So for you, my beloved one, this blessing has opened the gates to many realms that would have been closed to you in this lifetime. One by one, as the calligraphy was traced, these gates were opened. The pathways are now illuminated. Mistakes that you have made in past lives have the possibility to be deeply and completely forgiven with service and commitment on your part. This is bringing you back and reconnecting you with ancestors and reconnecting you with heaven's realm that was closed off to you by mistakes made in the past. It would have taken you many. It's literally it's a very large number of lifetimes for what occurred for you in this blessing. Yeah. So I would say to you, just let your heart open, because the opening of the gates is really an opening of the heart at the same time. So just let your heart open. Yeah. For you, Ryla, I do a reading for you. How? My beloved one, for you, the connection to your true self has been facilitated. Giving you many possibilities in this lifetime for you to return to your true self, to serve in this lifetime with the light, with the heart, with the compassion and the generosity. That you have been yearning to achieve in so many lifetimes. Heaven is most happy for both of you on this day. How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I saw your true self. Oh my gosh. I saw your true self. The light is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah. This is amazing. So, yeah. Oh, no. No. You want to do one? Oh, okay. For Donna. Okay. How? This is the source. My beloved daughter, Donna. This blessing today has helped you to once again reconnect with the path of light, to ensure that once again you can see the true path and that you are aligned with those on that path. This is important, as in past lives you have often come to this point and been diverted, causing you to be lost. Stay connected to the light. Stay connected to those who have put their hands out to you to guide you, to assist you, to walk the path with you. Again, this is not a path to be walked alone. It is a path to be walked with others. For you, heaven also is very joyous and grateful. How? Thank you.
Thank you, Master Himen. And now
Thank you
we
so much for
invite,
helping.
thank you, Master Shunya, also.
Yes.
Let's invite Ryla to share her experience.
It's a place where I went that we all want to stay and not to come back. There's so much love and purpose. It's with me. It's like it's just coming more and more. See. So I'm so thankful for Master Sha and Heaven's team, because they gave me this number. It came immediately. See, I'm so thankful for them. Master Hui-Ling and Master Henderson, and and also for my guides, because I was not planning to be here tonight. And it was I came here and stayed. And there was a purpose why I stayed. And I just hope that I can use this feeling to pass it to the next one, to other people. I hope that everybody can have this feeling all the people in the streets, all those who don't have it. I'm so lucky. So grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy.
Thank you, Master Henderson. Thank you, Master Hui-Ling. Thank you, Master Junior. Thank you, Master Jimena, and just everyone in here. Shoot. Pretty much right when I walked in, I could just feel Master Henderson in my head, Master Jimena in my head, Master Hui-Ling in my head. And they were just grilling me like the whole time. They were teaching me, and like I gotta say, I got a lot of purification ahead of me, and so let's do it. I'm excited. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Beautiful. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, we sing Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonathan. Happy birthday to you. Long songs to leven. Long songs to leven. Long songs to leven in the Gloria. In the Gloria. In the Gloria. Hip hip hip. Hip hip hip. Hip hip hip. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
So now,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you. Please return.
Love
We
you,
invite
love
everyone who So this blessing we are offering tonight, I invite everyone who would like to receive this blessing, pull up your chair.
Bring your own chair.
Yes.
And the honor fee is...
Oh, yes. And the honor fee is only $100 US. Yes. Yes. So bring your chair up. This is huge, beyond measure.
Yes.
This is for tonight, yes.
So it's not going to be a 2-week.
No, this is only for tonight, not for 2 weeks.
This is very generous.
Yes, it is very generous.
Not one. I checked with
Loved ones? Check loved ones.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, we got yes for loved ones as well.
Yeah.
If you want to enroll your loved ones. And then, how do we, the proper words for people online?
So,
Mm.
thank you. Is it on? Yes. Okay. So for those on the webcast and on the teleconference, you can call to honor afterwards. So if you are able to honor the $100 and you would like to receive, give your name 3 times to heaven. Tell heaven that you would like to receive this blessing along with everyone else. You'll receive it at the same time. And then you can call here at 415-971-7373 afterwards to honor. Thank you.
Paula, I invite you to come up. Yes. Bring a chair up, Paula. Yeah, now come.
Yeah, come together, all
come
together.
Here. Yes, Paula, come. Bring your chair.
Yeah, you can take that chair. Yeah, that's just my call. You can take the chair. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And you can't apply for your loved one.
Yes. Wonderful.
Oh, Lawrence. Yeah, Lawrence.
Lawrence is coming, yes. Yeah. Beautiful. And Ed, you wanted to? Bring the water? Wonderful. All right.
Your daughter and your husband.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we will say the name 3 times and then we will say it to heaven. And Master Shunya, you made announcement to the people online?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So,
remind them to
yes.
give their name 3 times.
For all those who are receiving. say your name 3 times silently to heaven. And for Candy, she has loved ones, say the name 3 times. For all those who are online, those who would like to honor and receive, say your name 3 times.
Your grandson? Okay, yeah. His name 3 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Prepare.
How is it done?
Now prepare. Blessing begins.
Phổ sinh, 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 phổ sinh. How. Thank you. Count to spell down, count to spell down, count to spell down. Thank you.
I usually the one that has joy and love, but for the last couple of days, that's not me. Even though I'm in the temple, receive the blessing. So I think a lot of things is releasing, surface up. I need to be here more. I feel that when you trace the Foxing, I saw there's flowers created and then paste to the heart. Yeah, that's what I got. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. I asked for my grandson and myself. And for myself, I felt energy moving. First in a circle, and then going back this way, and then coming down.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, Master Hui-Ling, Master Henderson, Master Sha. Namamitufu. This is another yet opportunity for us to open our hearts, open my heart and soul to the divine and all heavens, so that I can serve better. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Really no words, just thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I wanted this one. I don't know why, but I just really wanted this one. So grateful. Thank you.
Beautiful.
I'm so grateful. I asked for myself and my wife. I could feel myself just descending into layers and layers of deeper samadhi meditative states, just indescribable. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
Before the blessing began, I heard a question asking me, how would you like to have a heart with no other feelings but pure love? And then when you start singing, I felt floating in the clouds. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful.
Did something as major as you saving my life happened? Was it scheduled soon? Or soon enough? It's like a stick was in my heart, and I don't see, but the sense I get is that the next time I would have gotten very angry again, then my heart would have not been able to handle it. Is that what happened?
I have the strong message that you have to be up here.
Thank you. Thank you. I have no words. Thank you. And I was able to take a much larger breather immediately, like something really, really left. I was not able to breathe that deep. And that's the first thing that came for me to do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have no words. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, dear Buddha. Thank you, Master Hui-Ling, Master Henderson, all your heavens teams, all the realms of heaven that gave us the blessing tonight. For me, I experienced a similar experience as when I got the Jindan for the preparation for entering the Pure Land. Because I realized that this calligraphy and calligraphy blessing are one of the, it's a deep connection. It's like a portal to the Pure Land. And it's just an amazing blessing. It's very purifying. And I'm so deeply grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. We are very grateful Master Shah has allowed us to be the channel and vehicles. And as we said on the weekend, our goal here at the center, Master Shunya, Master Jimena, Master Robert, Master Adrian, Master Marilyn Smith, all the master teachers, Master Patricia, Master Suchin, Master Chichin, our goal is to take all of you on this journey hand in hand and do our best, no one left behind. And that is, we follow heaven's guidance, and we're very, very blessed. Master Hui-Ling, please.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy so many of you received this. If you read Master Shah's book, you know all the treasures are created from the heart of the divine. So I can see many of you have a lot of treasures. When you receive this blessing, your treasures are so happy, because it's like for them to return home. So this blessing, I did not realize how profound it is. It really will help to integrate all the treasure you receive. So whoever received the Jingdan really, and also received this, really combine them together, do the practice. It's a very profound blessings. I see the saints come out from the calligraphy were tracing on their heart, and they create this golden field. It's just absolutely amazing to see and feel that love, like what Cecilia said. How does it feel? No other feeling, just pure love, pure compassion, pure light. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. So I'm so honored that we get to, heaven give us this message to offer this, then we can offer this at this time at the center. Because what happened the last weekends, and there's so much what have been clear, and also so many great virtue has been created, because we all come together and do the service together. We chant the Lapis Hamni, and The center has been doing this for quite a long time. So truly we cannot thank Master Sha enough, and we cannot thank all the center leaders, all of the teachers that before us to pave the way for us, so that we can now walk on this path so much easier and with so much love. And just remember, this journey is never alone, because every single of you have received at least one treasure, right? And you all have the Love, Peace, Harmony, the soul CD in you. That is also a divine soul that created from the heart of divine. So very important to remember this. Maybe some of you, you're not a master teacher, what you used to call the divine channel, but you all have the divine treasure in you. You all have received the divine blessings. So each of you, you already is a channel for the divine. So go out to serve, go out to shine your light, go out to give love, to give compassion, but also remember you have to let yourself in. Remember my story? If I had received this earlier, Jesus didn't have to work so hard for 2 years on me. It could be like 2 days, like I would maybe get it. So we're so blessed. All of this are so accessible to us, and it moves our journey so fast. So what we have received, we need to pay it forward. Let other people experience Master Sha's love, Master Sha's light. All what we're doing here really is we're preparing all of us to be with Master Sha in October and in November. We are then aligned with this level of high frequency. So every single day, now it's like day 31. So we're going to count the days when we're going to be Master Sha. 29. So day 29. So every day we want to check in with ourselves and check in with each other. What did I do today? What practice? You can, in the morning you can ask, what the practice I can do today to prepare myself to be Master Sha? You know, like to welcome and to celebrate this big achievement and big service that Master Sha is offered to us during this 4 months. So every day, let us do this together, okay? We'll do it all together. Every day, we will ask heaven, what can we do to prepare ourselves? And then we share with each other. We check in and say, okay, did I do this today? And call someone, text someone, and come to the center, serve in the center. Remember, just being in the center, you absorb so much light. Even when you just go out, you are serving others already, because the lights that you're bringing outside on the streets, you never know, that could awaken someone next to you. And the line at the grocery store, or waiting for the bus. Yeah, is that right? I'm like in the Huntun state. Anyone can be touched by light and love, right? Because we all have been touched by love and light from Master Sha, from the teacher here, from the center. So we go out to shine Master Sha's light, Master Sha's love. Let other people to experience that, because we each have received and experienced that. Now it's time to let other people, more and more people, to experience that. So thank you so much. I am so honored to be here. Yes. Yes.
Master Hui-Ling is so true. When we have the light, it touches people's heart. The client I bought today, she came to me twice a week. Mm-hmm. Even I asked her to come once a week. She said, I want to come because it feels good. She came for hypnotic massage, and then she just feels very good, more energy. She does not need vitamins during the day. She has energy. So now she's so surrendered and allow whatever I do. I didn't do massage. I just hands on her, whatever points I feel right. So I believe it is because of the light. As I shared on Saturday, I went into the Indian restaurant. Someone just paid for me. He looked at me and I look at him. I feel that he saw the light and then he paid for me. But actually that day I was struggling because I only have $10 for my meal for the whole day. So I struggled. Do I eat or do I not eat? So I said, I want the Indian food. I miss it. I go. And somebody pay for it. Sometimes when I ask, I'm looking for an office. Sometimes I will go to a restaurant. While I just park my car, I will ask, who's going to pay for my meal? And then I just let go. I just had that thought. A couple times happened. I entered a restaurant. I ordered 4 dishes just for myself. That is me. I eat a lot. So a friend came in. He sit down, eat with me. He paid for it. And now I asked for an office, and Divine Guidance said, I cannot do services inside my house. I have to find an office and a house. But I saw a duplex today where the garage is detached with the house. So just ask, and then trust and happen. Really trust. I remember you told me trust this week. Trust Master Sha.
Trust Master
so
Sha,
much.
yes. Wonderful. Okay. So happy birthday,
to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear everyone. Happy birthday to you. Long songs to leven, long songs to leven, long songs to leven in the gloria, in the gloria, in the gloria. Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hip, hip, hip.
Hooray! Thank you.
So,
yes, please.
So, it has been such an incredible privilege to have Master Hui-Ling here. So with all our love, thank you, Master Hui-Ling. 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 Love 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 you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really love you, Master Sha. Really, really love you, Master Henderson. Really, really love you, Master Henderson. Really, really love you, Master Henderson. Really love you, Master Henderson. Really love you, Master Henderson. Really, really love you all, Master Teachers. Really, really love you all, Master Teachers. Really, really love you all, Master Teachers. Really love you all, Master Teachers. Really love you all, Master Teachers. Really, really love you all, volunteers. Really, really love you all, volunteers. Really, really love you all, volunteers. Really love you all, volunteers. Really love you all, volunteers. Really, really love you all, Buddhas. Really, really love you all, Buddhas. Really, really love you all, Buddhas. Really love you all, Buddhas. Really love you all, Buddhas. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really, really love you, everyone. Really love you, everyone. So Master Hui-Ling told her story of how much it took going through how many different kinds of experiences to receive messages from Jesus. I don't know if you quite caught when she was talking about buckets and what was the word? Purging? Purging. That's one way to do it. And many people have taken that path, and that's great. Many people have taken many paths up the mountain. Any path up the mountain is a good path. Next weekend, we are doing a workshop called Open Spiritual Channels, Voices of the Universe. If you want to talk to Jesus, you don't have to purge. You don't have to take anything into your body that causes an altered state of consciousness. You can. Well, no, please don't that weekend. You can with other groups if that's what you choose to do. That's not something we do in our teachings. And please understand, I'm saying that with no judgment, because if you knew my past, you would know I have no place to judge anyone about anything like that. But what I'm saying is, we have a weekend course. Seriously, in this weekend, you can come and you can talk to Jesus. You can talk to Mary. You can talk to the sun. You can talk to the moon. You can get those profound, deep messages. Please come. Open Spiritual Channels, Voices of the Universe. This is open to new people. We have actually several new people who just have jumped into Master Sha's teaching, and they said, that's the workshop I want to go to. So we're very excited about that. Free introduction, Friday 6 to 9, and then workshop Saturday and Sunday 10 to 8, 10 to 8. Master Anderson?
Yes, I would like to truly tell my story also. It's because I'm a devout Catholic. That's all I knew. I prayed to God. And one day, my channels were not open. When I started coming to the center, I took classes of our opening spiritual classes were not 2 days direct. It was 16 weeks, every Tuesday, 2 hours. And then I took several of them. And truly, from nada to opening my channels, to seeing, to hearing, feeling, receiving messages the proper way. There are many ways to receive messages, but we want to receive it the purest way. And that is why over here, they will guide you. We will guide you to go through it the proper way. Some people open the channels, they think they're going crazy, nobody's guiding them. Here you have a temple, you have temple leaders, you have all the master teachers to guide you. So I welcome you, invite you all to come and learn. And if you have open channels, come again. Why? Because it opens wider and wider and wider. Yes. Thank you, Master Hui-Ling.
Thank you. Yes, there's no end point to this. Master Sha says, if there's an open spiritual channels class, close your eyes, just sign up. It's like, don't even think twice, just go sign up. Because that's what we're doing. Every time. I need to keep taking open spiritual channels classes. I've come a long way since I met Master Sha. I still, and Master Cynthia still needs to open her channels more. There's no end to this. So don't think, oh no, I got this one covered, I'm good. That might be a little bit of one of those things we talk about in the mind blockages. So keep a humble heart. Come this weekend. We look forward to joining you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, especially Master Hui-Ling. Love you, love you, love you.
I just want to say one last thing, how important to come to the weekend workshop. Because many of you had an experience, a glimpse of how it feels like to be at the Pure Land. If your channel is open, you can start to see it and you can start to talk to the soul of Pure Land. So everything that the center arranged is not just randomly. There's this workshop, then there's this workshop, is to continue to extend your journeys. So try to attend as many as you can, because this is a full full journey, and you all want to go as fast as possible, right? So don't miss any of the workshops. Okay, thank you so much. I am so honored to be here. It's such a journey of love for me. It really touched my heart so much for all of your love and support, and I feel so deeply the love also from Master Sha to each of you. The love that you feel from my chanting is all come from Master Sha, all come from my heaven ting. It's not me. So even I, as the channel, the vessel, I feel so much love. And I feel so much love from Waitara to each of you. So if your channel is open, you can also talk to the soul of Waitara. Okay, thank you so much. I love you so very much, and I thank you for this opportunity for me to be here. I know it's a tremendous blessing for my soul journey as well. So thank you, Master Imana, thank you, Master Shunya, and thank you, Master Robert, as well as the corner, working so hard. And Master Adrian, Master Marilyn, Master Patricia, and Master Shuqing came all the way, and Master Qixing, Master Patricia O'Neill, and Master Janice, Master Gloria, Zayla, Master Leland, Master David, and Master Jeffrey.
Master Peggy.
And Master Peggy, I know. And the incredible, the center, the Dao temple, and the Dao Chang. And thank you, Master Henderson. It was a true honor to be able to teach and experience further your purities and your unconditional love and compassion much more. So thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you.
Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really, really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, Master Hui-Ling. Really love you, MasterHui-Ling.
Love you more.
We say 3 times.
Love you, love you, love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gong song, gong song, gong song. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye,
Love you.
love you. Have a good night.